Welcome friends. Today in this live stream, we will be building a JavaScript CRUD kind of a application which will be create, read, update and delete. So where user can create the record, read the record, update the record and also delete it. So these are the four basic operations which are performed in any sort of application. And also at the end of the video, I will also show you the earnings of the blog and AdSense, Zoic, and we will be taking some questions as well. So I'm just waiting for the viewers to join in and then I can start this application. So this will be built inside the browser itself. No need of any sort of server and browser. Simply make index.html file here inside your root directory. So for the text editor, I'm using Visual Studio Code text editor. So this is the best text editor which is there. So when people have joined the stream, guys, so in this stream we will be building a JavaScript CRUD kind of a application. Let me write a basic template here, give the title of the application JavaScript CRUD app in browser. So from this video you will get to know about certain concepts of JavaScript which you have never seen before. So we will be building this application from scratch. So we will not be using jQuery for this. So this will be in pure JavaScript, pure vanilla JavaScript. So this will be a huge. So now to build this, first of all, we need to have a simple form. So for having that form, so two people have joined in. So first of all, guys, if you haven't already liked the stream, so please hit the like button. Also subscribe the channel and also hit the notification bell icon. So first of all, I will make a script file here in the same directory script.js. So we will create a new file script.js. So here we will write all the JavaScript code here. So first of all, for the styling purpose, we will be using some bootstrap. So just go to bootstrap and CDN and go to w3schools.com and you will see your CDN. Simply copy it and just after the title you need to paste it, and after that you need to inside the container class or bootstrap you need to give the heading in the center position, which will be simple JavaScript CRUD web app. That's it. So now guys, we will have to create a simple form in which we will be having our entries. So you will see that we will be having a simple form element. So form, and here we will have we will allow the user to create a new to do. So we will say here input type text, and here we will give the ID to it of let's suppose we have the person name. So here the user can enter the person name, and we can give it a label that is name for name. So this will be, let's suppose, cricketer name, and here we can give it the ID name, and this should be required, and placeholder will be enter name, and we also need to give it a class of form control. This is a bootstrap class which is there inside. So one question is there, hi bro, I love your videos, it's helping me a lot, so thank you very much for appreciating the work. So if you have any sort of questions you can ask it. So after this guys, if I open this inside my browser, you will see that a input field is there Here you can write a cricketer name, and now we will have two more fields. First, this will be for again we will use the form group class or bootstrap, and here we will give it for age. So we will say cricketer age, just input it. So this time input control will be type number, and here we will give the ID of age, and this is also required, and placeholder will be enter age, and we will give it a class to it of form control. So now if you refresh it, there will be two fields, cricketer name, age. So this is the thing, guys. So if you have any sort of question, you can ask it here. So then again we will have another field which will be of country. So here we will say country, and then we will say cricketer country. So I'm taking very simple example. So you can take any more complex example as well, depending upon your application. This will be again type text, and this time we will give the ID to it of country. This is required. Placeholder will be enter country, and class will be again form control. This is again bootstrap class. So now guys, we will have if you see, if I refresh it, we will have three fields here. First is cricketer name, cricketer age, and cricketer country. And the last thing we are missing from this application is the button. So now to add the button inside, we again need to use form group class button btn danger btn dash block. So here we will say create cricketer. You can see that. So now the interface is almost complete. So basically, if I fill out the entries, I need to create the record. So if you are watching it for the very first time, guys, you can subscribe to the channel, hit the like button also. So now what we can do is that we have given the, let me give it the ID of form to it. So when we click the button, we will submit the form. So now what we can do is that here we can get the reference document dot query selector, and here we can give the ID which is form. So now we will have the event listener. So we will simply say form dot add event listener, and we will add a event which will be submit. So when we click the submit button, you can see we are targeting it by form here. So when we click the button, this submit event will trigger, and this E will be there. E dot, first of all, we will need to prevent the auto submission of the form by E dot prevent default. And after that, some more questions are coming here. Welcome back, bro. I already made this type of project, but watching for new ideas. So that is similar thing. CRUD kind of application is very much important if you are new to any sort of language. So it lets you just clear out your concept. And especially in JavaScript, if you are a beginner, you should definitely build out CRUD kind of applications. Kali someone saying, hello brother, how much do you earn in total monthly? Uh, I earn that much from both blogging and YouTube. I learned from you Node. So definitely I am expert in Node.js and JavaScript. I make most of the videos in this, and I am now building a web app. So if you have watching it for the very first time, please consider liking the stream and also subscribing the channel. And can you please tell me if the stream is not having some kind of delay, or how is the quality of the stream and the audio quality? Can you just answer it in the comment section so that I can just stay quality wise perfect in the stream. I'm using, you can see, OBS Studio for this streaming purposes. So coming back to the project, guys, so we need to get all the things here which we have given: ID, name, ID, age, country. So now to get all these information, we will declare first of all here name, age, country. So we have declared these three variables right here at the top. So first of all, to get the name, we will say document.query selector, and here we will get the name like this, and dot value. Similarly, we will get the age, document.query selector, and then we will say the age dot value. And lastly, we can get the country like this: document.query selector dot country dot value. So after getting these three values, guys, so what we can do is that we can add this on the screen. So four people are watching it. So if you are watching it for the very first time, then please hit the like button. So you can add filters to the camera. I think that it will be better for us to see. You please set your camera in bottom. Okay, let me set this so that you can, let me make it smaller so that you can see that. So now I think it will be okay so that you can see the code as well. And let me make it uh, like this. So now it is okay, I think. Great. So now I think it is okay. So now proceed with the application that we are building here. So now to add this on the screen, we will have a simple ID, which will be result. Inside this, we will have a table. So in the table, we need to display this. So we will give it a ID, sorry, table, table class, and table stripe. So these are all bootstrap classes. So inside this, we will have the table head tag, and inside this, we will have table row, and inside this, we will have table heading. So first will be, obviously it will be name, then we will have the age, and then we will have the country. So so now guys, if you open this with live server, you will see this is the interface: name, age, country. So whenever I click, whenever I submit the all these details, it will create the resource for me and display it inside the table. And make a shortcut to switch between scenes: a scene with full camera and a scene with the camera down the code. This will be professional. Bro, one thing, I try to reach you everywhere for your bulk. Can you give me that? Obviously, I will give you. So first of all, I will make this project, and then after that, I will. So after this table head tag, we will have the table body tag. So table body, you will see that, and inside this, we will give it a ID, which will be body. So right here, what we need to do is that mm, now inside this, we need to display this on the screen. So in order to display it, we will create this backtick symbol, and we will, inside table row, table data will be equal to. So we will dynamically place this. So this will be name. This will be equal to the age parameter. Then we have our country. So in this way, this is backtick symbol and the template string version, how to display variables inside. And lastly, we need to add this on the screen. This is very easy. So just we will pick the ID, document dot query selector. We have given the ID body. Now to append this, we will simply say append HTML. That's it. Thanks. Tutorial to make multiple scenes in OBS. Khali, I don't know much about OBS. I just do it for recording purposes and streaming purposes. I don't know the advanced stuff to how to switch scenes and how to do this uh, fancy stuff that you're talking about. So in the future, I would learn, but up till now, I don't have any sort of knowledge about it. So if I open this with live server, you will see if I fill out the information. If I click create, you will see. Uh, I think it has converted this to tr inside table body. Let me see. If I refresh it, this application, this will be placed in here. After that, this will be, so you can see now this normal wise it is working, but I think this needs to have append child, and here we need to pass HTML. Let me see if it is working. So let me see JavaScript append HTML in table. How to insert a row. So this will be the perfect answer that we are looking for. Yes, this is a stuff, guys. If you also see the demo on Fiddle, let me see the demo here. Yeah, definitely I will try to make a bulk email checker project in next streaming. So definitely I will make your suggestion and I will be building that. So no problem. So I think hello guys, the stream was just stopped due to the internet was lost. So can you just clarify if the voice is coming in the stream or not? If the voice is correct or not, can you just clarify in the comment section? It was just a problem that the internet connection was gone here. That is why you were seeing that problem. Streaming quality is going down. Now, no, that was just the internet was going down. That is why you saw. Now it is great. Can you just clarify? If I let me cross check if it is opening. I think the quality is looking good. So quality is good. You can see 1080p 60 fps is. Oh, now it is coming fine. So I told you just internet connection was lost. So in between the now it is returned. So that is why it is looking good. So in the meanwhile, I was just testing out this process. We are using .inner.html property. Let me see if it is now working or not. If I once again refresh it, now you can see it has added this. Once again, if I submit, so what we can do is that we can use append HTML. Let me refresh it. JavaScript append dynamic row in table. So guys, if you are watching it for the very first time, then please hit the like button, subscribe the channel, and don't forget to hit the notification bell icon. So I'm just looking at how to add a particular row here. So there is also a append method, a JavaScript append row to table. So this is I think I am looking forward to. So I think this I know this insert row method which is available inside me, which create an empty tr element and add it to the first position of the element. Let me try this method. It is looking good. So first of all, what we need to do is that we need to get the table. So we need to get the table reference. So table is equal to document.query selector. And here inside our DOM, we need to give it a ID to the table, ID table. So we will change this to table, and after getting the reference to the table, we will create a dynamic row. So we will have row. So table dot insert row. I think this is a method insert row. So we will be inserting it at the 0th index, and the cell one will be row dot insert cell 0. So this will be 0 comma 0. So as you know, we have three cells. So cell 2 will be equal to row dot insert cell 1, and cell 3 will be equal to row dot insert cell 3, sorry 2. So these are new methods, guys. If you are learning here, these are new methods which are there. 5 people are watching the stream, guys. So if you're new to the channel, then please hit the like button, subscribe the channel, and also hit the notification bell icon. 6 people have joined in. So we are basically building a CRUD kind of a application in JavaScript: create, read, update, and delete. So lastly, we will just manipulate the cell1 inner HTML property. So this will be equal to the name. Cell2 inner HTML will be equal to age. Cell3 inner HTML will be equal to country. So now basically if I refresh it, hopefully it should work here. And if I refresh it, put the name and age and country wise, put this. And now guys, you will see it will have this. It will create dynamic rows here. You will see that these are the headings here: name, age, and you can see country. You can see that. So now we are successfully creating dynamic rows inside the table using this method which is there. You will see table.insert row, insert cell, and we are inserting the cells here. You will see that. So up till now, any sort of question, guys, you can just ask it in the comment section. So after that, we need to update this entries as well. So after that, when we submit the form, after we get all the values, we need to reset the values. So we will say reset values. We will pass the name, reset value, age. So here also I can do this. So simply document.query selector, name value will be equal to nothing. Document.query selector, age value, document.query selector, country. This value will also be equal to nothing. So one thing you will notice, guys, I is a big fan. So this is Sam. Thanks for joining the stream here. So we are building a JavaScript CRUD kind of application. So basically, if I submit all the information and if I try to submit, now you will see the fields will be cleared. We don't need to manually clear out the field. It will be automatically cleared. So when I submit once again information, it will be inserted back here. So now we have to have some kind of a mechanism. When we click the row here, we need to delete it. So when we click it two times, when we double click it, we need to remove that row from the DOM. So what we can do is that if you have any sort of question, guys, you can ask it in the comment section. 6 people are watching the stream, so if you're new to the channel, then please hit the like button. Can you tell me how Ezoic Cache helps? And I can't find a coin CDN in my blog. Ezoic, I will discuss this at the end of this video when I will show my revenue, all that stuff. I will answer your question. But Ezoic Cache is something, is a technology which helps you to reduce the speed of the website. And you can find that section inside Ezoic Leap. Ezoic Leap, just go to Ezoic Leap and you will find that section. And if I try to now update this stuff here, I think delete is for first of all important here. So for each individual row here, I can just search here how to bind click event listener. So here what we can do is that inside this table row, we can use a for loop here. So here we can declare if index variable, which initial value will be equal to 0. So here we will replace index. So whenever it is after this, we can index is equal to index plus 1. Let me refresh it. And now you can see that, guys, it is adding the values here inside name. So it is top to bottom, not bottom to top. So this is looking great. So now each and every tr element has its own index value. So we can now just uh, bro, I am your big fan. From past 4 5 months, I typically follow all your tutorials. Keep going. So thanks so much, Heman Roy, for following the tutorials. And definitely, I will try to deliver the best tutorials to you guys so that you can learn. After that, guys, we can just say here we can bind a event listener on the tr element. So we can do this like this. So if I just refresh it, I have seen this. So let me just see. Yes, yes. This is a event listener that we want to use here. Simply, I will paste it. So this will be table names. Oh, sorry, table ID which we have given. So this will be table. Inside this, there is a table body tag, and inside this we have tr. So when we click the tr element, what we need to do is that we need to delete that tr element. So so here also we can also give it a ID to it, to the table row. So dynamically you can also give the ID to it. So if I check here how to attach ID to tr in JavaScript. So simply we will say row.id. So this will be equal to some value. So this will also be equal to index plus value. So first ID will be 0 value, then 1 value, 2 value. So now here, when the tr is clicked, we can get its ID. So So for getting the ID here, let me just see which method will be perfect method. So when we click any of this, let me alert out the user, hello, hi, like this message. Let me do it. For this, we will use some jQuery as well. So simply go to w3schools.com and go to get started, and simply you need to paste this CDN. After this body tag, simply paste it. So if I write here something, if I click the, nothing has happened. Let me see. Table body alert. I think instead of displaying this thing inside the table, what we can do is that, where is reset button to reset them? I don't have to have a reset button here. Simply I will provide the values. So if I click it, automatically this will clear out the fields for us. So we don't have to have a reset button. Instead of displaying it in a table, I can display it without a table. So here we will have H3 tag. The name of cricketer is, the age of cricketer is, the country of cricketer is, and we will display it like this. So these are the three things that we are displaying it. So now to display it, let me delete all this and document.query selector and result. So let we just need to have this hash symbol because we have given the ID here. You will see ID to result. So you will see name of cricketer is this. It is not taking it as text, it is taking it as HTML. So I think we need to remove this tags here. If I see a code pen CRUD JavaScript app, I think this is a great application. So this is the first CRUD kind of application. Let me just paste this code here and let me just summarize how this is working this. So CodePen is a great website where you can get these projects for simply free. So you can see it is a to-do kind of application. So whenever you add any sort of item to it, you will see it will add this. So once it is added, you will see click add once again. If you check this checkbox, it will be there inside completed. If you want to edit this, you can edit the value. If you want to delete it, simply click the delete button and it will be deleted. Thanks, bro, from Costa Central America. So this is all the source code, guys. Let me just understand this from myself and how it is working. I will try to replicate this in the next live stream. So whenever I do it, so I will take some days to understand this application and try to write this on my own. So this is, I think it is entirely made in pure JavaScript. It hasn't used any sort of jQuery. So that is the major thing about it. So whenever you are learning any sort of new language, so don't use any sort of third-party framework. So just concentrate on the native language and try to build something out of it. So they have used get element by ID, get elements by tag name, all these functions, and they are creating the element by using create element method. And after that, they are using append child, create new task element, again query selector, this toggle method. So I think this is a toggle method that they are using here. So if in order to remove this, we are using this remove child method. So you can also explore some more projects inside this website, which is CodePen. So you can see this is made through jQuery. If I just show you, if I add a user, add a address, it get added here. You will see that if you want to edit this, it will present a beautiful screen here, pop-up window. Click Save Changes. If you want to delete it, are you sure to want to delete user like this? Let me bring this application to this here. Just make a script tag and paste the code here. So this is JavaScript, this is CSS. It is also taking help from CSS. And I think they are also using some Bootstrap. So I think I should write this on my blog post so that this application is looking good. So after doing this, I will try to write a blog post here on my website, copy pasting this code. So this is for the bootstrap min.js file. So paste it, let me just paste it right here. This is bootstrap. Script source is equal to bootstrap JS file, and also paste the jQuery. So now if I open this, this is the application here. So submit, submit, submit. You will see that if you want to edit this information, click Save Changes. If you want to delete it, delete it. So it will also have this success message, user deleted successfully. It will be there. Just close it, this message. So the user will be created here like this. So guys, if you are watching it for the very first time, then please hit the like button, subscribe the channel, and also hit the notification bell icon. So in this video, we are only concentrated about the CRUD kind of applications in JavaScript. So I can make it inside. This is the blog post. You will see that. Let me write this blog post on my website. So you can see this is the real-time statistics of the website here. So this will be simply JavaScript Bootstrap 4 model pop-up CRUD web app in browser using you can use, I think, jQuery full project for beginners. So this will be the title, and simply I will paste this code here, which is so you can go to my blog post and get all this source code. Which WordPress theme are you using? I am using Ocean WP. If you use this theme here, this is open source theme here. So this is really fast theme, and it doesn't have any sort of pricing. So basically, if you want to upgrade it, they have this plans here, yearly plans 43. But I have used the free one, which is Ocean WP free. So it also is very minimal in size, and the speed is good for the website. So this website that I'm talking about, which is codepen.io. So this is a great website where you can explore more projects related to programming. So simply you can just write here JavaScript CRUD. Simply write this and you will find more relevant projects related to this topic. You will see. You can edit the value, clicks, submit. You can also delete it like this. This is pure JavaScript CRUD operations with HTML. So this is a thing, guys. You can build this very simply. I will try to make this just store this code somewhere and try to write each and every line by detail so that you guys can learn something. But Ocean WP, I want to be a coder. Which coding language? So you should definitely start JavaScript. JavaScript is very easy language, and if you make any sort of beginner kind of projects, you will definitely be finding JavaScript to be easy. And then you can try Node.js as well after JavaScript. So these are the two languages that I will recommend. You can create an account here and simply you can log in with GitHub also, Twitter, Facebook also. So just to explore it, they have very. Let me just approve the sign in request here. So now you can see that, guys, the projects are endless. And this is, I think I learn a lot of things from this website, codepen.io. People submit their own code and try to replicate those projects is a very good idea. Try to study each and every project, try to study the source code behind it, and you will get to understand how the methods are working. Each method is working how much weightage. You can see here. You can also delete it. So basically it has its select list also. So in the update pop-up also it has its select list. So it is making use of a concept in JavaScript, which is local storage. So if you have studied local storage, cookies, temporary files in browser, you will see what is local storage. What are you doing? So guys, if you are watching the stream for the very first time, then please hit the like button, subscribe the channel, and also hit the notification bell icon. So in this channel, all programming videos will be there. Blogging videos are also there, and I live stream daily. So don't forget to tune into the channel daily. So some more applications are also there on this CodePen website, guys. So if I try to show you, so you can see that full name, email ID, salary. So once again, the same information. So basically, it is taking the root of a table. So if you want to display information inside a table, then you will use this application. So you will see this is table here, which has its own border. You will see this full name, email ID, all that stuff. Click submit. Two rows are there. Click edit, edit the value, click submit. And if you want to delete it, simply click delete. So guys, if you are new to the channel, then please hit the like button, subscribe the channel as well. So these projects are all related to CRUD concept here, create, read, update, delete. You can just see the concept behind each application. So styling may be different, but the logic is pretty much the same. You click edit, you will save the changes, click remove, and so basically CRUD is simply four operations: creating the record, reading the record, updating and deleting. So similarly, you can just search for any topic here. Let's suppose image cropper. So it has its own projects here. So this I came back, bro. So that's good. Now, guys, you can ask questions in the chat related to. Which website can you just tell me? Guys, let me show you the analytics here, which is this website. You can see that this let me make my face even more smaller. So this is the website. You can see that, guys. So if you have any sort of question, guys, you can ask it in the comment section. I will try to reply to the question. Any sort of blogging question, any sort of AdSense question, I will try to answer. You will see this is the website here of the real-time traffic. The traffic is coming from each and every country. So you will see mostly it is from Indian traffic. And then we got some US traffic. Then we also got some Russia traffic, Brazil, Canada, Chile. So basically, if you have a Zoic website and if you want to monetize using it, definitely I will recommend that you should get Western traffic so that the EPMB of Western traffic is higher.